Hi, folks. Basil Chapman sitting in for Tommy O'Brien. This is the Tom O'Brien Show on Tuesday, the 14th of October. We're looking at the Dow up 400 points at 46,467. This is very interesting because we had a short on from Thursday, which worked out very well. We took some gains and then we got stopped out still for a gain. And now we're looking at this. I use, let me just show you this. I wonder if I can get to it right now. I think I can. Yep, there we go. So this will be the chart right here. Let me expand that. Is that correct? Yeah, let me expand this. So I use, there we go, INDU. I use a core technical indicator. It's a technical tool. I developed it a long time ago where the 9-period moving average, exponential moving average, goes above the 14-period exponential moving average. It turns green. When it goes under it, it turns pink. And usually when it turns pink, it means you've got a little bit of a downside still to come. Well, we're looking at it went pink yesterday and flipped to green today. And that brief sojourn to the downside and flipping back to the upside, that's really a big positive. So I just wanted to show you this one indicator, and now we'll go through all the numbers very carefully. What we're looking at is that the Dow is at, look at this weekly chart. So this is the daily on the left, the weekly in the middle, and on the right is the monthly. And then every single bit of notation that you see is hand-drawn by me. So as I see it, I just do it very quickly. And the Chapman wave notation, we try to identify the lowest low bar. We actually have been long since just about the April low in the last iteration of our buying. And we've stayed in that core position. We did have a very short-term short position, but we're back to just that long position. And in the Chapman wave methodology, we try to identify the lowest bar, lowest turning point, and from that moment on we just merely count each successively higher peak. There we go. Peak A, B, C, D, E, F, G are the names of the notation of the notes on the upside of each of these peaks, and lowercase on the way down. And if we can get a buy signal that's upgraded to a buy mode, it means that it should go to at least a D, just to make it as simple as possible. So what we did is in the weekly chart, we've gone D, E, F, and now there's this alternate count G/B. But look what's happened. That 9-period moving average, look at that. It's still very strong. Look at the daily chart. It's holding very well at this particular point. Now, my contention is, I think we've started a consolidation. It's very specific. There's some areas of the market that are still doing really well. For our portfolio, for subscribers from Opening Call, we still have some stocks going to all-time highs. But you got to be careful right now. So that's the Dow. Look at the S&P. SPX, there we go. The S&P right now, also, it did not go pink on that slide to the downside. It's still green. That's usually a very big positive. So what I normally would do, I'm going to do it right now. I grab the outer parts of the bars and I go and I draw in a big rectangle. And then I have rules. I have a webinar in my Opening Call for subscribers where you can check things out. And you will see that this rectangle has there's a whole series of applications that are pertinent to it. Look at the QQQ. QQQ dropped sharply. The green 9-period moving average is still strong. That's usually a big positive. And we could draw the rectangle in here as well. But look at the weekly chart. It's only at a leg C. It should still go to a D. That's still very positive. Look at the IWM, the Russell 2000. What a move. Money has just... They must be anticipating that yields are going to go down because it really benefits iShares, Russell 2000, small caps. Look at that. A new all-time high as we speak after that sharp pullback from 248 down to the 237 area. Here it is at 249 in just 2 days. It's done that. That's fabulous action. And look at the weekly chart. It's still very, very strong. Let's just go to gold right now. Gold is trading up 33 at 41.68, made an all-time high. The GDX, that's the gold miners, trading down 70 cents at 78.67. Look at that weekly chart. Look at that spectacular move to the upside. Look at the monthly chart. Look at this multi-year all-time highs. Look at this. I wonder, yes, 66.98 was the previous high that we were looking at before. We've certainly taken that out. Look at silver. Silver's doing very nicely. Silver is trading. This is a continuous silver contract, 50.71, up 28. Look at that long-legged doji. I'll talk, if I have a chance, I'll talk about it a little later on. But so far, this is very positive. If we close below the low of today, which is 48.75, then you can expect that we'll start to tag these lower lows on the left side. But wait a minute. To get that pink 9-period moving average to get the green 9-period moving average to turn pink in the daily chart, yeah, you'd have to see a 45 something in the silver chart. Let's go on to high-grade copper. High-grade copper is weak today, a little bit, down 12 cents at 5.08. Let's look at the dollar. The dollar is trading. It's down 23 ticks at 99.03, but it's come from 96.22. If you look at the weekly chart, there's a pattern that I call the H pattern, and if it's successful and it starts to rally after it tests the left side low, it makes a cup formation. So we'll see. If the dollar is going to strengthen, it should get to 100.25 within about a week. By this time next week, maybe Wednesday of next week, it should have tested it. We'll see if that's going to be the case. Crude oil is down quite sharply. You can understand that. Peace in the Middle East, maybe we'll get peace. Down 80 cents at 58.69. What am I forgetting? I'm not forgetting. I'm going to go to bonds. Look at this. The bonds are hinting. Look at that. With another high today in the TLT. That is the iShares 20 Treasury Bond Fund. If you go to the bonds themselves, the bonds have broken to a new recovery high, about a yearly high, and that's really good. It hit 118.25 30 seconds, and that implies, if you look at the TBT, which is the inverse of the yield, this is the yields themselves, down to 32.58, 3.28, almost close to the 200-period moving average of 32, 3.206, and you can see in the monthly chart arching over. So I think that's really what. Oh, let's just have a look at the. Yes, look at that move in the home builders, Toll Brothers, huge move up, 5.67 at 133 and a quarter. Look at Lennar. Let's see if that's doing the same thing. Also, nice big move up, quite 4.10. At 122.12. So yes, the hint is that it's a little more than a hint that yields will be coming down. I'll be back in a moment. Basil Chapman sitting in for Tommy O'Brien for the Tom O'Brien Show. The Dow is up 377. S&P is up 18. I'll be right back.